Hi, my name is Daniela, and today I'll be reading a story from the book Usborne Illustrated Myths from Around the World, published by Usborne and illustrated by Anja, Klauss. Thunder and Lightning. This ancient tale comes from the west coast of Africa, one of many myths that tell how something came to be. They say in Africa that thunder and lightning once lived on the earth, not up in the sky as they do today. Thunder was an old mother sheep with a coat as black as storm clouds and a loud rumbling voice, while lightning, her son, was a fiery golden ram. To begin with, the two of them lived right alongside people. Some of the time, this was a good thing for everyone. When the fields grew too dry, they would invite their friend, Rain, to visit from the coast. Rain would frisk over the hills, heavy drops falling from his curly coat and spattering the dusty ground, bringing forth green shoots. Sometimes, though, they were dangerous. Lightning had a hot temper, and when he grew angry, he spat blazing firebolts at anyone and anything that annoyed him. Kaboom! A tree became a blackened stump. Kablam! A straw hut burned to the ground. Kazam! A field was ablaze. Each time, thunder would shout at him, "Stop! Stop!" Her ear-splitting rebukes rumbled across the plains. But it was no good. Things still got fizzled and frizzled and fried, until at last the people had had enough. Their chief went to see the loud-mouthed mother and her hot-headed son. "Thunder and lightning, this is too dangerous," he told them. "You cannot live so close to us. You must move to the hills." So thunder and lightning went to live among the steep slopes and rocky summits of the highest hills. But lightning was still trouble. Now when Rain came to visit, lightning wanted to play chase at breakneck speed across the hilltops. "Slow down!" thunder would roar so loudly that people for miles around would cower and cover their ears. Only now, her voice boomed and echoed around the hills so that no one could make out the words. And although they were further away, there were still accidents. Lightning was just too hot-headed and too strong. His energy crackled through the air, and if he ever lost his temper, Kazam! A carefully planted crop became smoking stubble. Kazoom! A haystack burned to a crisp. Kablam! A log pile turned to cinders. "Stop it!" thunder would yell, but lightning couldn't or wouldn't listen. So things still got charred and scorched and seared, until eventually the chief told thunder and lightning that they would have to move further still. "No one on earth is safe with you here," he insisted. "You'll have to go and live in the sky." So today, lightning romps around among the clouds high overhead, while old thunder watches over him. If lightning gets carried away, his bright fizzing bolts slice through empty air, usually harmlessly. But sometimes they fall to earth, burning whatever they touch. And then you will hear thunder's booming voice telling him to be more careful. So, what about you? Are you afraid of thunder and lightning? Or you're the kind of person that likes to stay cozily at home watching a thunderstorm from the window?